Hi Year 4, I thought I'd read outside today because it's so gorgeous. Mrs D's going to read next week and then I'll read again the week after. I've just seen one of my chickens have escaped. Let's see if I can get her. Lightning. Here's my chicken, Lightning. She's one of the escapees of my chickens. She always ends up all over the place. Say hello, Lightning. Naughty escapee. Right, I'm going to read now to the children, okay? No more escaping. Naughty Lightning. Say bye-bye to the children. Bye-bye, children. Right, here we go. Where did we get up to? Oh, yes, Picasso, 3 visitors, my visitors return. Sorry, next chapter's Julia. Julia. Like the spit pebble children, Julia is a child, but that, after all, is not her fault. While her father, George, cleans them all each night, Julia sits by my domain. She could sit anywhere she wants, by the carousel, in the empty food court, on the bleachers coasted in sawdust, but I'm not bragging when I say she always chooses to sit with me. I think it's because we both love to draw. Sarah, Julia's mother, used to help clean them all, but when she got sick and grew pale and stopped, Sarah stopped coming. Every night Julia offers to help George, and every night he firmly says, "Homework, Julia, the floors will get dirty again." Homework, I have discovered, involves a sharp pencil and thick books and long sighs. I enjoy chewing pencils. I'm sure I would excel at homework. Sometimes Julia dozes off and sometimes she reads her books, but mostly she draws pictures and talks about her day. I don't know why people talk to me, but they often do. Perhaps it's because they think I can't understand them, or perhaps it's because I can't talk back. Julia likes science and art. She doesn't like Lila Burpee, who teases her because her clothes are old, and she does like Deshawn Williams, who teases her too, but in a nice way, and she would like to be a famous artist when she grows up. Sometimes Julia draws me. I'm an elegant fellow in her pictures, with my silver black gleaming like the moon on moss. I never look angry the way I do on the fading billboard by the highway. I always look a bit sad though. Drawing Bob. I love Julia's pictures of Bob. She draws him flying across the page, a blur of feet and fur. She draws him motionless, peeking out from behind a trash can or on the soft hill of my belly. Sometimes in her drawings, Julia gives Bob wings or a lion's mane. Once, she gave him a tortoise shell. But the best thing she ever gave him wasn't a drawing. She gave Bob his name. For a long time, no one knew what to call Bob. Now and then, a mall worker would try to approach him with a tidbit. "Here, doggy," they'd call, holding out a french fry. "Come on, Pooch," they'd say. "How about a piece of sandwich?" But he would always vanish into the shadows before anyone could get too close. One afternoon, Julia decided to draw the little dog curled up in the corner of my domain. First, she watched him for a long time, chewing on her thumbnail. I could tell she was looking at him the way an artist looks at the world when she's trying to understand it. Finally, she grabbed her pencil and set to work. When she was finished, she held up the page. There he was, the tiny big-eared dog. He was smart and cunning, but his gaze was wistful. Under the picture were 3 bold, confident marks circled in black. Julia's father peered over her shoulder. "That's him exactly," he said, nodding. He pointed to the circled marks. "I didn't realise his name was Bob," he said. "Me neither," said Julia. She smiled. "I just had to draw him first." Bob and Julia. Bob will not let humans touch him. He says their scent upsets his digestion. But every now and then I see him sitting at Julia's feet. Her fingers move gently just behind his right ear. Okay, so Mrs. Donnelly is going to read on Monday, and she's going to read the chapter that begins Mac. Have a lovely weekend. Bye, guys.